shall be heard. God bless the great state of Ohio and this honorable court. You may be seated.
Good morning. Today's October 21st. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. I'm Judge Capper. We have several reviews to do for people who have things they're working on from the court orders. So come up to the table to the right. When your name's called, if you don't get called, then you should have go check in with the clerk, which is out in the lobby to your right as you leave the courtroom. Call the reviews.
James G. Adams, Stephen Carman, Jeffrey Collins, Jesse DeMint, Trevor Fitzpatrick, Mandy Joe Hall.
James Adams, TRC 23765. James Adams. James Adams.
Yes.
That's you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so put a pretty big dent in your funds. You just got $125 left. You haven't done any of your community service yet.
No, not yet. I will be doing it. My brother's going to be getting laid off on November 1st, so he can take care of my grandparents. But as of right now, I'm still taking full time of them.
So in this next month, in November, you're going to get some community service done.
Yeah.
And you also have you done the driver intervention program yet?
I do it next month also.
Okay. I don't think the local one has one. Are you going to go out of the county or?
It's supposed to be in Ironton on the 14th.
Okay, maybe you're already signed up for one.
Yeah, I already paid for
You
it.
said the next one wasn't on until January, so. Okay, well, that's something you got to get done too. Okay, are you working?
No.
I'll make your next hearing November 25th.
All right, thank you.
Once you get this finished, quit coming to these hearings.
All right.
Stephen Carman, TRC 222038. Same thing applies to you. Looks like you paid most of your fine. You still have a little bit left, and you've got community service to do.
I done one day last week on the 14th down to the dog pound bird.
I do not have credit of it yet.
Okay. Well, we'll have to make sure that gets turned in and reported to Mr. Cooper. I'll set you for November 25th also. Are you making a payment on your fines today?
Yes, sir.
How much?
25. Your Honor, did you say the 25th?
November 25th, yes, sir. Okay, see the clerk about your payment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Jeffrey Collins is here. 15606, 191082, 19304. I'm showing you've got 1 day of community service left and fines to pay.
Yes, sir. I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Can I go back to the video court? There was a misunderstanding somehow before that you thought I didn't make no payments, but I've not ever missed a payment. They somehow didn't bring the paperwork up here or whatever, but that's why you wanted me in here last time.
Okay, well, as long as you are regular about doing what you need to do, get this day of community service done the next month. Can you commit to doing that?
Yeah, that's not a problem. I just live in Grayson and I work, it's a lot easier for me to do video court.
All right, I'll set you for November 22nd. That's a Friday. Are you making a payment today?
Yes, sir. $20 is what I got on.
Okay. If you get the 1 day of community service done before November 22nd, then I'll let you appear by teleconference.
So if I have it done before then, I can do the video
Have it done
conference.
and turned in.
All right. Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Jesse DeMint, 24450. Is that RRS? Okay, it looks like we had a problem with the drug screen recently, so let's redo it. let's have you do one here, and see what that shows. So once you go do a urine screening, we'll have you back in after we get the results.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Trevor Fitzpatrick is not here. 23-232, 23-384. Surprise?
We called you called and said that the second you will be on Friday.
Okay. He doesn't know very much. Okay, I'll just put it on, rather than put it in for a warrant, I'll just put it on the docket for Friday, which is the 25th of October, for a review, 9 o'clock. Andy Jo Hall, 24116. She's at ODP.
Yeah, she recently voluntarily came in on her own to the inpatient program.
Okay, she was doing outpatient. The last report was outpatient.
Yes.
Okay, well, I applaud you figuring out what you need to do to try to stay sober. So if that's what it takes, then I'm on board with that. So I'll give you some time so you're not able to work or pay anything on your fines because of that. And when's her
I
out?
believe she's due to complete on the 11th.
Okay. I'm going to set you for December 2nd, the first Monday in December will be your next hearing. December 2nd, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Regina L. Hudson, Derek Lockhart, Michael G. Martin, Brandon Miller, David Mills, Michael Ross, William L. Tony.
Regina Hudson is 23-581 and 23-1382. That's you, ma'am? You're Regina?
Can't hear you.
You're Regina?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta get this in gear and do more stuff. You haven't done very much on your case.
Can you repeat that?
You've gotta do more things on your case. You've only paid $45 on your fines, that's all you've done.
I made 3 payments to the court calls. I've been making payments to reinstatement.
You've got community service to do too.
Yeah, I understand that.
I'll set your next hearing for November 22nd. November 22nd. Let's see some,
22nd.
and are you paying anything today, Ms. Hudson?
No.
Okay, I want to see some community service by the next time you come in.
What's he saying?
You got to do community service before you come in next time.
Okay.
Derek Lockhart.
Yes, sir.
24-414, 417, 24-313. Is that Sunrise?
Yeah. Mahajan's supposed to be sending something too, where we're doing couples counseling.
Okay,
And, I'm the only one working right now, so it's why I haven't really had any community service.
so this is, you're doing this as an outpatient
Yeah,
at Sunrise.
that's for the, anger management too.
Okay, says your screens are good.
And, I tried to have another day of community service, but it was on Columbus Day, and I didn't realize that. So
Okay,
I walked down here, but I called and left a message while I was out front.
okay, yeah, we need to get some done. When are you available to do it?
I'll try to at least do a day a week or Yeah, one day a week or something.
The only day you can't do it here is Sunday, and you can actually do it at Ironton at the dog pound on
Dog pound.
Sundays, but you
Well,
gotta
my
you have to
car-
make an appointment to do that.
My car's broke down right now at the time,
Where do
so
you live?
right down the road here.
Okay, so you can walk here.
Yeah.
And we'll haul you wherever you need to go to do the community service.
So I can come here on Saturdays?
You can come here Saturday morning, 7:30.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you're gonna be here this Saturday?
Yeah.
Mr. Cooper's got you down. I'll set your next hearing for November 25th, 9 o'clock. Michael Martin. Michael Martin is 22-163, 19-4006. He hasn't shown up today. So he gets a warrant for failure to appear. Brandon Miller, 23-184, Brandon Miller.
Yes.
And Mr. Miller is on the teleconference.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Miller was ordered on September 13th to be here on September 28th, and he was not here and has not been here since his last hearing for community service.
Okay, what say you, Mr. Miller?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He said you didn't show up for community service on a day you were ordered to appear.
Correct. I haven't shown up, but I can be there this Saturday. You know, I have one day left. Made a $50 online payment this morning towards the fine. That's it.
Okay, so the next time you come in, I want you to have your community service completed.
Okay.
So you'll have to do 2 days in the next month. That'll finish you up.
Sure.
So this Saturday is a good start, and then pick another day before you come back to the court.
Okay.
And I'm going to give
Yes.
you another date. November 25th. It's a
Okay.
Monday before Thanksgiving. November 25th is your next review, 9 o'clock.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. David Mills, 23-758. Is that Southern Hope? Says you're compliant, making progress. It's a good report. Are you working now, or what?
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you work?
Manova.
Okay, it's a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Can you pay anything on your fines?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 40 today.
Okay. All right, Stephen Clerk, sounds like you're making good progress. What's the plan then? You're in sober living now, you're gonna leave there at some point?
Yeah, I just moved to independent living.
So it'll be a little while yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, take your time, make sure you got your feet under you when you launch out from there.
Yeah, I just got a vehicle, so that's one step.
All right, looks like you got things going the right way. Okay, I'll set your next hearing for December 2nd. December 2nd, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ron.
What time, second?
9 a.m. Michael Ross, 21-30-80. She's at Bethesda.
She is, Your Honor. She's in outpatient treatment, still compliant.
Okay, pretty good. Screens are good?
Yes.
Okay, you got a couple more days of community service to do.
I do.
Yeah, when can you get it done?
I come this Saturday, and I
Okay.
think I have 2 days.
Right, that's right. Okay, Mr. Cooper's got you down. I'll set you for December 2nd as your next hearing.
Okay,
And let's see, are you paying anything on your fines today?
I can pay 40.
Okay, see the clerk will make your payment. December 2nd will be your next hearing.
Okay, thank you.
Good job. William Tony, 24432, William Tony. Okay, you still have 4 days of community service to do,
Yeah, I'm gonna do those next 4 Saturdays.
and you've been at OVP, are you still there?
Yep.
Mr. Mint, do you have any kind of report from him? It's William L. Tony. He's at Huntington. So, yeah, I do have a report for you dated October 17th. All right, good job. Can you pay anything on your fines?
I get paid tomorrow. I plan on paying tomorrow.
Okay, this is a newer case, so I'm gonna set you for December. December 2nd is your next hearing, 9 o'clock. Keep up with your counseling as you have been, and get your community service finished.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jesse Dement, case number CRB 24450.
Okay, good screen. Good job. I think I read you were looking for work.
Gotcha, yeah. We already did a resume, so yeah.
Yes.
What's that?
Yes, he's looking for work, Your Honor.
Okay. Tri-Superior Marine, you know, they're looking for people. You'll have to be drug screened there, though. You know where that is? Okay. On County Road 1 before you get to the railroad bridge in South Point. Next hearing, December 2nd, 9 o'clock. Good job. Okay, that finishes reviews. We're ready to start arraignment. So, people that have arraignments, when your name's called, come up to the table to your right and stand there where those other folks were. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you choose to make statements, everything's being recorded, so whatever you say is on the record. It could be used against you if you get up and admit something about your case. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail, and you have a right to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. By entering a guilty plea or a no contest plea, you give up those rights. So don't do that if you don't understand what's going on, if you are confused, if you don't know what to do, if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want a trial. For any of those reasons, you need to enter a not guilty plea. That's always the safest plea. You can change it later after you talk to a lawyer or learn more about the case. Call the first case, please.
State of Ohio versus Garrett L. Hosey, case number CRD 24742, CRD 231844. Garrett Hosey.
Your Honor, I believe he's in custody.
Okay.
He was arrested Friday.
All right, we'll call him later when we get to the jail.
State of Ohio versus Ellis Smith, case number CRB 2452.
All right, L. Smith is 2452. Okay. looks like, Mr. Smith, you were supposed to be here Friday.
Yes, sir.
You missed that hearing?
Yes, sir. They said I had 7 days to appear or something. I've had pneumonia 4 times the last 5 months. They found spots on my lungs. I don't know what's going to go on there, but they will come here. They said it was contagious. I don't know if it is or not, but.
Okay, you turned in a day of community service. Can you pay anything on your file?
Sir, I paid $50 last time. I guess it went on the Ironton thing instead of here. But I get paid Friday.
Here you go, Ironton, but
I'm sorry.
if you paid it here, it would have went to this file.
Online or whatever. I must have done it wrong, but other fines there too. But I get paid. I work at Manova also. I get paid Friday, so I can make some. I'm gonna work some of my money off at the dog pound too on Sundays after I get this done.
Okay, well, you have to make an appointment to do that. You can't just show up there. You have to call them. They only accept so many people, and they have to know you're coming.
Okay.
Okay, December the 2nd is going to be your next hearing. This is actually was your first review, or second review. So December 2nd will be your next hearing.
Okay.
9 a.m.
Is that 5 Sundays or 5? Would that be 5 Sundays? I can have that community service done by then.
Should be pretty close.
Okay.
December 2nd, 9 o'clock is your next hearing.
Thank you, Howard. I appreciate it.
No warrant was issued.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Gary L. Hosey, case numbers TRD 24-742, TRD 23-1844.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, he's not in custody. Mr. Sauer bonded him out.
Okay. Mr. Sowers is here.
Yes, he is.
Your Honor, his file's at my office. I'll have to call him this afternoon. He knew to be here today. I wrote it down for his family.
All right, I'll issue a warrant today for failure to appear.
Your Honor, I got a message from his grandmother. She says he's on his way. I happen to know his grandmother. So.
Okay, well, I'll put it aside then. If he shows up before court's over, then no warrant will issue.
State of Ohio versus Kaylee D. Bennett, case number TRD 22-1604, TRD 21-2280 A, B, and C, TRC 20-2681 A, B, and C, TRC 22-170 A, B, C, and D.
Judge, I had represented Kaylee way back, I think it was last year, on these cases. She called me last night. She's turned herself in. She thought it was October 19th. She told me, not September 19th. You just have fines and costs left?
Yeah, I just have to pay fines.
She needs to get that done. There was a warrant issued.
I
She's
checked.
got community service too.
Community service too. Make sure you get signed up for that.
And she was at Bethesda. Did you finish at Bethesda?
Yes.
I don't have a final report, so once you meet with their representative and he can look it up and see what the status is, and we'll call you back after I get a report from Bethesda what your status was. So
Thank you, Judge.
do not leave the courthouse. You just go out in the lobby. He'll come talk with you about it.
Okay, thanks.
State of Ohio versus Sean Woods, case number TRC 23-811 A through D. This is Mr. McCown's case.
Sean Woods it would have been a sentencing in April 19, 24. So as Mr. Woods did not appear then. Okay, you're stepping in for Mr. Cummings had been his counsel.
That's correct, Your Honor. He had previously pleaded it. Your Honor, Mr. Woods, I believe, was compliant. There were some issues initially with his counseling. He became compliant again due to work-related issues. He missed a prior hearing. This is one where the court has continued sentencing multiple times. to see if he's maintaining with his assessments. That was several months ago. He has indicated his willingness to going through and having a reassessment if the court wants that, and to complete that. There are some issues I think they ran into with outpatient scheduling due to his employment, but he certainly understands the necessity of getting this done for his own sake and for the court's order. So he voluntarily appeared. The court did issue a warrant previously. That warrant's never been served, but he did voluntarily appear wanting to move forward.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do to keep his OR bond, I'm going to order him to submit to a urine screen today.
Okay.
Talk with Mr. Gwynn from RRS, which is his counseling agency, get the results of the screen, talk with Mr. Gwynn for an assessment, then we'll come back and decide how we're going to get forward.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, go do your urine screen.
State of Ohio versus Curtis Mahan, case number CRB 24673.
Yes, sir.
And you're Curtis Mahan.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mahan, it's alleged that on October the 19th at Windsor Township, you not only caused or tried to cause physical harm to Clarence Mahan, who's a member of your family or lives in your household. So the charge against you is domestic violence. It's a first-degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir. It's Mason, not Windsor.
Okay.
We'll move to amend.
All right, I'll amend the township to read Mason Township. That's still in the court's jurisdiction. How do you plead to these charges?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, but this may cost it. If you miss 1 day in 90 days, you're pretty much going to lose your job.
Where do you work?
I work in Pritchard, West Virginia at Perflex,
Are you paid by the hour?
$14.56 an hour.
How many hours a week?
I'm sorry?
How many hours a week do you work?
40, and sometimes they do Saturday mandatory. But you don't know until Friday if you're doing Saturday or not.
Do you have anyone dependent on you for income? Do you have children or anybody you're
No
supporting?
children, I'm married.
Okay. All right, you're eligible for court-appointed counsel then. Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not guilty plea is entered. He has a bond up, so the bond is continued.
Yes.
Is there a request for protection order?
Your Honor, this
Yes.
is a cross-filing, and Clarence Mahan is the victim of this, and also he is
Oh, okay.
accused.
Your Honor, he's incarcerated.
Okay, he's in custody.
So I don't know whether it would be a good idea to hear from him as far as protection orders.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can ask then, Curtis, do you want Clarence ordered to stay away from you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Well, turnabout's fair play then, I guess. I'll order you to stay away from him and him to stay away from you. Is that any problem? You don't live together or anything like that?
No, we don't live together. I live at one address. He uses my mother's address down the road, which I'm her power of attorney, just so he can get welfare benefits. He
Are you
lives...
all brothers or what?
Yes, I'm the youngest. He's older.
Okay, well, at least for now, while this case is pending, you're ordered to stay away from each other because I don't want there to be another incident. Okay?
Mr.
So just stay away from each other and come to court when you're ordered to. And I'm looking in November. We could do the 12th, that's the Tuesday after Veterans Day, or really any date after that, 12th or after.
The 12th will be fine, Your Honor.
Okay.
We actually have a trailer these days in too, right in front of my house.
I'm sorry.
November 12th, the pre-trial 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, just so the court is aware, the gentleman, his brother, has a trailer right in front of his house. So just,
That's where he lives, or?
He's been staying there, but he uses my mother's address that's about 150 yards down the road.
Okay. Well, you two just stay away from each other. I don't want there to be any more alleged fights. Maybe it didn't happen, maybe it did. I don't want anybody to get hurt while the case is pending.
Yes,
Just
Your Honor.
cool up for a while, stay away from each other, don't interact with each other.
all right, we'll step outside and talk. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, we have some pre-trials now we're gonna start. We don't have any more arraignments, probably some more coming. We don't have the paperwork on.
State of Ohio versus Charles M. Frazier, case number TRC 241625, A and B. Mr. Drew is on Zoom.
All right, Mr. Drew is the attorney. Charles Frazier is set for pre-trial. This is one we continued from last Tuesday, I think it was, yeah.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, this is set for pre-trial today. What can we get done?
Your Honor, this is one which I had suggested that it would be a good idea to have a conversation when we're not on the record in your chambers.
Oh, okay, I remember now.
So I don't know what Mr. Drew's schedule is at this point, but I just feel like it's best to have that conversation so that we can.
Are you available later today, Mr. Drew?
I have a 1 o'clock in another court, Your Honor. I can call you when the court is open here at noon time, or I don't know when you guys are going to be done. I could try to call.
Why don't we set something for noon, and we'll either be done or almost done by then, so I can take it in chambers and you, I, and Mr. Hill can discuss it.
Should I call the court or just get back on Zoom?
Just call the court, because we're going to do it in chambers, and we don't have the teleconferencing in the chambers.
Okay, I'll call in.
Just call into the clerk's office and tell them you're calling in for a meeting in chambers. All right, Mr. Frazier, you're free to go, but come back around noon if you're, or you can hang out here if you want to, but I'm not going to talk to your lawyer until probably noon. Okay, you understand?
Yeah.
All right, the case will be recalled later at noon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Matthew C. Medley, case number CRA 23752, CRB 23753, A and B.
Mr. Smith's case. It's actually preliminary hearing and pre-trial.
Yes, Judge, I spoke with the prosecutor. We've spoken in July about a 9-day continuance and dismissed upon payment of cost. Jasmine tells me there's been no further issues, as does my client. He will need time to pay the court costs. He just started a new job, correct?
Yeah, UPS anytime.
How much time does he need?
Until the 1st of November.
First of November. Couple of weeks, Judge, I'm here November 4th.
November 1st, latest, I can pay November 1st
Well, I'm here first also, if that works for the courts.
of November.
The 4th is actually better.
Okay.
November 4th will be the next hearing. It can be dismissed then if he pays the cost before that date without appearance.
Okay.
I'll pay it on the first, you'll have to show up on the 4th. But you gotta pay it. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're good.
State of Ohio recall Sean Woods, case number TRC 23811, A, B, C, and D.
Okay, he's got a clean screen, that's good.
Yes, Your Honor. I've spoken with Mr. Woods. I'm going to refer him to the VA. He's a veteran.
Oh, okay.
And I think Ms. Rayburn could really help him.
Do you have her contact information?
No, I was just sending you a text about it, actually.
In fact, I believe she's going to be at our jail today doing an assessment on one of our defendants here in the court. But let me send her a copy of your complaint because that'll have the information she needs on it.
When do we come back on that? November
What branch of the military were you in, sir?
Marine Corps, sir.
What's your phone? Do you have a cell or?
I do, sir. 606-923-8313.
What's the last four?
0667.
No, the last four digits.
Oh, sorry. 8313.
8313.
Sorry.
Okay. I've sent her your information, your phone number. I would expect her to get in touch with you. If that doesn't happen, Mr. McCown, if you want to contact me, I'll share her contact information with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So let's schedule for another hearing. Hopefully, things will have been started by then. I told her that you had a negative screen today. A month out, approximately.
Looks like the 18th of November, Your Honor.
Yeah, that's fine. November the 18th will be the next hearing. It'll be on the docket as sentencing.
That'll be at 11, Your Honor.
Oh, Amanda's here about to walk in the court, so I'll go ahead and talk to her today.
Okay.
Says she's coming in now, so, okay, let's get that set up and then we can go on.
Are you still wanting to set it, go ahead and set it for that day?
I'm
or
gonna
do you
keep
want-
it, well, let's get her input on it. But,
Okay.
probably, I'm thinking, looking to see if she is actually coming in the door. See if you can find her, Mr. Cooper. I don't see her. Okay, well, once you try to get her in the lobby, maybe she was just getting out of her car, I don't know, she said she was walking in. We'll keep that date unless something, after you talk to her, you think we need to change it, then come back on the record, but.
Okay.
It's now November 18th.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll tell him not to leave until she gets here.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Garrett Hosey. Case number TRD 24-742, TRD 23-1844.
Okay, this is Mr. Tyler Smith's case. Is he here? I think he
Yes,
is.
yes, he is.
All right, I think what happened here, a looks like there was a missed pretrial back in September. Warrant got issued, so Mr. Hosey's here now. Do you want to talk with him, and then we'll recall it?
Sure.
The court's file, you probably have your file with you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just let the bailiff know when you're ready to recall.
State of Ohio versus Francisco Solomon, case number TRC 241412, A, B, C, and D. This is Mr. Trujillo's case. I thought I saw him here.
No one has responded, so I'll pass it for now.
State of Ohio versus Jared Nance, case number CRB 24630. It's Mr. McCallum's case.
Set as a pretrial.
Okay. Your Honor, may we approach?
Yes. It doesn't make any sense to get a greater duty disclosed. All right, state wants to dismiss this, thinks it's not a violation, so it'll be dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Kaylee Bennett, case numbers TRC 22170, A, B, C, and D, TRD 221604, A and B, TRD 2122, A, B, and C.
It's my understanding, Judge Bethesda did confirm you completed, is that correct?
Your Honor, she did complete. It was 2 years ago. It was a little bit before my time, so that's why I can't recognize her.
Okay. Well, I don't think we ever got a final report saying that that occurred. So if you can have a report.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she understands she needs to get with Josh about community service, and she's got fines and costs to pay.
Well, what's her explanation for being, she's been out of pocket for over a year?
When's the last time you reported?
I come in every other month.
She says she comes in every other month. I don't recall, Judge, I just stood up because I was here and
Maybe it was with Mr. Major.
she reports to me every other month. She said she thought it was October, not September, reporting.
Your Honor, I believe she missed a hearing with Mr. Major, and she called in and he set her out to come in on court.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like the last time she was here was September the 19th. No, that's when she missed.
Correct.
Last time she was here was July 18th.
Yes, and she was doing every other month. She thought that it was October, she says. But she understands she has to get those cost fines and community service knocked out. It's been a while.
Okay, she hasn't, she still owes fines and costs. She hasn't done any community service since November of 23. And she still owes, let's see, 60 hours. So that's got to get done.
She says she could do Wednesday and Thursday this week. If that'll make a...
Cooper will have you down for
I
that.
did, yeah. Just check with Josh. Or John, either one. And she also says she gets paid this evening, Judge. She'll make a payment when she comes in Wednesday and Thursday.
November 20, I'll cancel the warrant. November 25th will be your next review hearing at 9 a.m.
25.
Yeah, 11:25. You got it. I'll have a report sent over, Your Honor. You need to see her before she leaves?
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, yeah, just have a seat out there in the lobby. I'll go get you. Okay. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Kendall D. Bryant, case number CRB 24523.
All right, Mr. Ashworth is special prosecutor on this case, and I think Mr. Bryant, as last time you were here, you didn't have a lawyer. Do you have a lawyer now?
No.
Mr. Ashworth, how do you wish to proceed? What's your offer to Mr. Bryant on this case?
At this point, Your Honor, I don't think I'm prepared to make him an offer yet. There's some additional things that I'm looking into in the specific case. And for this one, I would ask the court to reset it for one more pre-trial.
Okay, how much time do you need to look at?
A few weeks.
The 12th is actually a Tuesday because the Wild Month is a holiday Veterans Day, but the 12th or any time after that in November works. Is that, any of those dates work for you?
I haven't been on the 12th, Your Honor. I apologize. Lincoln County, West Virginia.
Okay. If Mondays or Fridays after that, any of those work?
Actually, what do you have, if I may, Your Honor? The 4th of November.
We could do that. It's a little bit busy, but we can put it in there. November 4th will be the next hearing. Be a pre-trial at 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And you can appear by teleconference if you wish to.
Depending on what I find out, we might just be appearing by teleconference to dismiss this, frankly.
Okay, all right, thank you. Any questions, Mr. Bryant?
No, I'm just going to tell my ex-wife's here if you want to speak to her. I know last time they wanted to know.
Okay.
I will.
Yes, thank you.
Excuse me, Mr. Ashworth, I'm calling Amy DeMint now.
Let's do that, then he can talk with her.
State of Ohio versus Amy DeMint, case number CRB 24363, CRB 24525, CRB 24526.
Ms. DeMint is represented by Mr. Morford, who is here, Mr. Ashworth, special prosecutor.
Your Honor, we've got 3 charges in this specific case. Mr. Mulford's waived time. We have offered a plea that was rejected, so we need a trial date. I believe we could try all 3 at the same time.
Okay.
Mr. Mulford objects to that.
How about November 25th is a Monday before Thanksgiving.
That's off me.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Do
Judge, I'm here the 25th of 2015.
December 25th, is the
Yes,
date?
Your Honor.
All right, we'll set it for noon, for trial, November 25th.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
State of Ohio, Mr. Evan Gillian, case number CRD 24655.
This is Mr. Stratton's case, set for pretrial.
Good to see you. Okay, see you brought it out. Do we have any protection or in place on this or not? No. Your Honor, I believe that Mr. Gilliam just wants this to be set for a trial.
Okay. Do we have any time issues here?
It's a fourth-degree misdemeanor, so that, of course, that always shortens things.
Arraignment was on 10/10.
Yeah, so we have a total of 45 days, I believe, and I don't know if he was in jail at all. But, so we've gone 21 days already, so we'd have to be here in the next couple of weeks.
Mr. Stratton?
Sounds like we need to set it pretty quickly, Your Honor.
Okay, how about next Monday, the 28th?
28th? Yes.
October 28th for trial.
State of Ohio versus Michael L. Tilley Jr., case number CRV 24437.
Good to go.
It's Mr. Stratton's case set for pretrial.
Hey, did you get a letter from?
He was supposed to fax it in, he told me he would, and he has not set me a date to go see him.
Okay.
He set it for after this. I told him that I had a court date, had to go see him beforehand. He said he does not have any openings. Trying to work with this guy, it just seems like he's not trying to work with me.
Your Honor, back on the 11th, we were supposed to have a letter today from Mahajan. It sounds like that he's having problems with his counselor there. I don't know if you received anything by fax that's in the file.
No.
Okay.
Did not.
Maybe let's think about doing something somewhere else then.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking into other mental health.
Yes, let's look at somewhere else, Your Honor. If the court has a recommendation, we're going to go somewhere else.
Where's he live?
Right now, I'm currently staying with my friend in Jackson and traveling back and forth.
Well,
Having troubles with the
That
missus.
makes it more difficult, because I don't know what really is available in Jackson for mental health services.
Yeah, I don't either. Maybe you can do telehealth with one of the providers down here, maybe.
PATH is right down the road here at the plaza, about a mile from here, if that, it's not even that far, toward the bridge in Huntington on the left.
Yeah, I think Pat has an office in Jackson also.
Oh, do
Oh,
they?
okay.
Okay.
Great.
Well, maybe a place to start is just go down here, walk in. I think you can walk in and tell them what you need, and maybe they can set you up with someone in Jackson where you're living.
All right.
Okay, he has a bond up, and from my notes, he failed to appear on October 7th,
He did.
and bench warrant got issued, and I'm sure Mr. Sowers has probably been after him, because he's in the courtroom. There's a bond forfeiture hearing set for October the 28th. Mr. Sowers, how do you feel about your bond now?
Your Honor, since he appeared on his own today, I can call them. I'm okay with the sale of the bond.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, he did fail to appear on the 7th, but he appeared on the 11th.
Okay.
I believe that
I
was.
had transportation issues.
Yeah, he did appear after that failure to
There is a note on
appear.
here, defendant appeared. Okay, so I'll cancel the warrant and cancel the bond forfeiture.
Pat, that's the name of it, Pat. Okay. So I will do that today. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know we had it all.
Right down the road here to the left. You see the gas station, what is Dave's gas station? What's the brand? Anyway, it's right across the street from the
I'm
gas
sorry.
station.
I don't know.
Okay, thank you, sir.
It'll be the first one you come to, Dave Dinner.
Okay.
It's a little shop, there's a little shopping mall in there
Yeah,
across the
shopping
street.
mall.
And that's where Fab is.
Do that today.
Okay, so let's set another hearing in November.
Yes.
Let's see.
Oh.
You're right. Yeah, that's wrong date. 22nd.
22nd. Yeah.
November 22nd.
November 22nd.
All right, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Have a good day, sir.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Ashley Waltz, case number CRB 24557. Ashley Waltz.
Mr. Stratton's case, pretrial, Mr. Walls.
Tell me what. Okay.
You want to take a look at it?
Yeah.
Your Honor, I have the video now. I think the prosecutor still needs to review the video, so we can either set this for another pretrial or set it for a trial date.
I don't care if you do it on pre-trial.
Okay, we'll need to set it for another pretrial.
Okay. November 12th,
Yes, that'll work.
November 12th. Pretrial, 10 o'clock.
State of Ohio versus Kaya Maynard, case number CRB 24478.
Mr. Stratton's case, and it says a withdrawal on sentencing.
Yes, I think you recall, Your Honor, we went to TCC.
Oh, very well. He's at the counseling center now.
That's correct.
He's been there over the weekend. How are things going?
Good. So far, so good. I have wife down here, baby's here now. So we're on track for what the vision is.
Okay, so they're all together.
Yep.
Great.
Yes, good.
So are you on board, Kyle, with getting this
Sir.
done? Okay, good deal.
I think one of his main issues, Your Honor, was being separated from his family. Now that that's coming together, I think he's happier with it.
Okay. Well, I think this is a great opportunity for you and your family. And it's a innovative thing. You know, this is the first one that I'm aware of in our area, so take advantage of it.
Sir?
Do well. We're all hoping you do well. So we'll come back and you're going to come back periodically and I'll just get reports on how you're doing and, you know, this isn't meant to be punitive. This is meant to get you where you need to be successful long term. All right, why don't we use that November 12th date again, Mr. Stratton?
Yes, November 12th.
So give us about 3 weeks in.
All right.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Good deal.
State of Ohio recalls Garrett L. Hosey, case number TRD 24742, TRD 231844.
All right, this is Mr. Smith's case, been a failure to appear a little over a month ago for a pretrial. Mr. Hosey came in on his own today.
Yes, Your Honor, I talked with Mr. Hosey. It appears that he didn't come in the last time, I believe, because he was afraid he was going to jail when on this DUS. I told him that's not a good way to do it. He should have come in. However, he is in today. I don't know if this is something we can resolve today or not. So.
Well, he's got two DUSs, one from 23, one from 24. Well, actually, on the 23, looks like he had pled guilty previously, set for sentencing. Well, actually, on both of them, it looks like they were sentencing.
I think
he was trying to work on getting his license back.
Yes, sir. I have made progress towards getting my license recently, yes. But I do need an expansion of my warranty just so I can fix a few things. I had a lot go on. I need the warrant lifted so I can go to the hospital and stuff. Not complaining.
Okay. I didn't really understand.
He wanted to know if the warrant could be lifted now that he's appeared. So he needs to go to I believe he had an accident. He needs, and a broken tooth. He needs to go get that taken care of. But I told him, you got to take care of the license part. What I'd ask for is maybe just give him a little more time to see if he can get that worked out.
Yeah, I'll lift the warrant. You've got a bond up too, so.
Right.
Now, and that's new. I think you just, so did you get arrested then?
Recently, yes.
All right, so you have a bond now. Oh, he's the one that came in Friday.
Yes, Your Honor, he's
right?
the one on Friday that I arrested after court,
Okay.
and then he must have bonded out over
Yeah.
the weekend.
All right, so now, if you don't come to court, you're gonna have one particular person looking for you. Whereas before, when you didn't come to court, I issued a warrant, and supposedly all police forces are looking for you, but they're not really. They're only gonna arrest you if you come up to them, or they stop you or something, then you're gonna go to jail. They're not gonna go out and beat the bushes for you. Mr. Sowers is gonna go out and beat the bushes for you. Right, Mr. Sowers?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
And this applies to all of you. If you miss court, this man will go to the ends of earth, the gates of hell to get you before you'll pay the court any money. So you better just come to court, unless you want to go to jail. Okay, so when can he have something done on his license?
Could I get at least a month?
A month?
I'm already here on the 18th, and I believe
Okay.
20.
That'll work, the 18th. November the 18th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Make sure you show up, okay? Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Nicholas R. Adams, case number TRD 2014-80, regarding susceptible.
Nicholas Adams is on for bond forfeiture. He failed to appear for a sentencing on September 30th. Mr. Sowers, I take it this is your bond.
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes. He's in custody still in Grayson County, Kentucky. He was there on our last forfeiture hearing as well. We set it out thinking he was going to get out around October 1st. His mother says that she thinks he's going to get out around October 25th, but I look up his case and it still says he's got pretrial pending, so I don't know if that's the case or not. I do know we have a warrant holder on him, so it should prevent him from being released whenever they do finish his charges there. He's in Litchfield, Kentucky. I don't know if I've ever been there.
Me either. Okay, you want another month then, or?
I think that'd be good to take a look at it again in a month.
I'll set it for November 25th for another bond forfeiture.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Timothy Luckett, case number TRD 21-847, A and B.
This is also set for bond forfeiture, and it looks like he had failed to appear September 27th, and it was on the, he didn't come to the initial appearance, so that was the first appearance.
Yeah, after the way you built me up a while ago, he's from Detroit. I bonded him on a no operator's license, I think it was. I knew the likelihood of him coming to court was very slim, so I made them pay full bond as collateral. So I'm prepared to go ahead and just forfeit their collateral. No.
Okay. All right, the bond will be forfeited, the warrant will remain in effect, and we should also do a suspension of his license for failure to appear, so it'll go to Michigan. I don't think he has a license anyway, but he won't be able to get one because of that. So.
I think he likes to make trips back and forth. He must have a friend here.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Bond is forfeited. License suspension for failure to appear. And warrant remains in effect.
You might, right now you got a PUR1 on that warrant. I don't know if you want to keep that PUR1 or not, but they do that as a courtesy to me. But if I'm not going to be on the bond anymore, I don't know if you want to deal with the
can
PUR.
make it just for the state. Yeah.
In case he does get picked up in Detroit, I don't know if the sheriff wants to go that far.
Probably nobody wants to go there to get it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Darren L. Corn II, case number CRB 23761, CRB 2496, A and B.
Mr. Morford's case. Okay, and we were looking for a report from Anu.
We have it, Judge.
Okay, very good.
It's mine.
Yeah, he's got a report, and it's a good one. So, are we ready to wrap this up, or keep going? How's the state want to proceed with it?
We're not opposed to going ahead and wrapping this up today. What we had proposed at the time when Mr. Korn entered his pleas of guilty was that if he did good in counseling, that we would recommend that he receive no actually imposed jail time at this time, that it be suspended. And so, since he's done well, then we would agree with that today. So we would ask for 30 days in jail suspended. And if he still has some work to do with the new, he could do that on his probation.
I plan to continue with them voluntarily, whether with or without the court. I just ask that whatever sentence you impose, allow me to do whatever I'm able to through community service. as I'm just working part-time, and I want to be
We
able to,
always do that. Anybody can work off their funds on community service.
yeah, I just want to be able to get my license back as quick as possible.
You want to change it too, then?
Change my,
Take up Mr. Gill up.
yes, yes.
We're going to have to change the plea, Judge.
Okay. All right, well, I think he'd already changed his plea previously. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Anything you want to tell me, Mr. Corner, other than what you've already said?
Just that what I just said, I continue to, voluntarily do the mental health services because I need them. You know what I mean? And just want to show the court that I did do 10 months, pretty much soft probation. I did stay out of trouble. It was just an argument. I want to move past it.
Well, it seems to me your presentation is much more mature now than when you first came in here, I'll put it that way. And I mean that as a compliment. You
I appreciate
present
that.
yourself more as a controlled, thoughtful man than you did the first few times I saw it. So
Talk less, listen more.
yeah. My son and I were talking about that the other day, and he said, well, there's a great Lincoln quote that says, better to keep quiet and be thought a fool than to open one's mouth and remove all doubt. So sometimes it pays to think before you speak. Okay, on the menacing, I'll impose a $50 fine, court costs, 30 days in jail, all suspended. That was an amended domestic violence to menacing. So the good thing about that is domestic violence stays on your record forever, and it also enhances, if you get another domestic, it enhances. So this won't do that.
Yeah, and I've never been
You
in
can
any trouble
actually
like that, so I didn't want
perhaps
that.
get this expunged down the road if you choose to and keep your nose clean. So.
Yes, sir.
We'll make a level 5 probation for 2 years with a review hearing April 21st. You can work, I'll let you work off your court costs too. So you work off your fine court costs. It's $50 a day you get credit for.
Thank you.
Okay, that was 761, then we've got 2496 A&B. So resisting arrest, I'll do a $100 fine. Cost 30 days in jail, suspended. Same review hearing date, same level of probation. That's non-reporting. Level 5 is non-reporting. So other than coming to your review hearings, you don't have to report. And if you get everything done before that April 21st date, you don't have to come to that. That's just a hearing to make sure you do what you were ordered to do.
Yes, sir.
That was 96A. 96B. I'll dismiss that because it's another menacing, so I'll just dismiss it.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
So you are to meet with Mr. Major in his office to the left as you leave the courtroom, and he's your contact person with the court. He'll give you the paperwork, what she's typing right now. And that date will be on your paper, but you can always call the court or check online to see what your requirements are if you lose the paperwork or forget. April 21st, 9 o'clock is your review hearing. Any questions, Mr. Corn?
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Amanda Hicks, case number TRD 12-1804, CRB 12-456, CRB 8162.
All right, this is Mr. Woodford's case. You scared me because you were supposed to be here Friday, so I was worried.
I know.
You just got the wrong date?
Had the wrong date. I actually moved into phase 3 of my program. And I moved last week and I forgot all about it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, it's a good report, says you're compliant with what you need to do. How's Haley?
She's doing really good.
How's your hearing go in front of Judge Ferguson?
He was ready for unification and her caseworker said she wanted a little more time.
Okay.
So I think they go back for final hearing December 9th or something like that.
Can you pay anything on your fines?
Yeah, I can pay 50.
Okay. See the clerk. Make your payment. Keep up the good work. And your mother is Debbie?
Yep,
How's she doing?
she's good.
She getting better?
Yeah.
She not have much stress on her now?
Yeah, Haley got a house, so she's free from all that as much, you know what I mean? Haley's, and actually the house that I got, we're like 3 blocks apart from each other.
Good.
So,
Glad things are going well.
yeah.
Okay, let's make it November 25th for our next hearing.
25th?
Yes, sir. That's a Monday, before Thanksgiving.
25th.
I tried to get my license back and it says Ohio's got a holder on me. Is that from this?
These are, yes. Tell you what, is Juanita here?
Yes.
Okay. Juanita works with Thrive, and, you don't have Ohio Medicaid, though, do you?
No.
Okay. You need somebody that can help you. It is trying to figure out the license issues is a problem. That's one of the things Thrive does, but you gotta have Ohio Medicaid before they can help you, so.
I may be able to get her in touch with somebody in West Virginia, though.
Okay. So why don't you talk to Juanita, maybe she can get you lined up with somebody that can help sift through the morass that it takes to get a driver's license back. You can also, I know they probably don't like this, but now the local registrars are supposed to help you. So there's one in Proctorville, there's one in Ironton. You're supposed to be able to walk in there, give them your identification information. They've got the computer so they can see what the issues are and walk you through what you need to do to get your license
Okay.
reinstated.
25th.
I don't think these cases are holding you up, but go see what you can find out.
Okay, thank you.
And there was also, they have a really good website, the Ohio BMV, it's called O-Plates.
Okay.
Go on there, you can actually put in your own identification information, it'll pull up your record.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Good luck.
I'll call you. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Glory B. Goodman, case number CRD 22431. Glory B. Goodman.
I'll not check in, Your Honor.
Mr. Morford's case set for pretrial, Lori Goodman.
Oh, okay.
She has no R bond. It's on a shoplifting from Walmart, Huntington address.
I've not heard anything, Your Honor.
There will be a warrant issued for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Kathy Knight, case number CRB 24-147, A and B.
Did not check in, Your Honor.
She's here, looks like. She's in
Dr.
Bethesda.
Brown.
Yeah. Thank you. Is she inpatient or sober living?
She had initially, she graduated the residential phase. Her initial plan was to return home, but she had a change of heart and ended up going to sober living. That's where she's at right now.
Okay, well, sounds like that probably is a good decision. She actually has a bond up. All right, does the state want to give her and her lawyer an offer, or how, there is a resistance with the disorderly, so I didn't know how the state wanted to handle that.
Well, if she were to enter a guilty plea to the charges, we would recommend a suspended jail sentence of 30 days and let her finish her treatment successfully, and hopefully then she would never have to actually be in jail.
Judge, she does not want to accept the offer. I guess you should set it for a trial.
Okay, we'll just set a trial then. Looks like we'll probably, well, we could do November the 8th, something there. Do that for a trial. November 8th.
It'll be at noon.
Noon, is that good? November the 8th for trial.
I believe that's it, Judge.
Noon.
State of Ohio versus Melissa LeGrand, case number CRB 24-462, CRA 24-513.
Mr. Morford's case. That's a good report. She's just been at hometown since September 3rd. So we kind of had a restart there at one point, I think is what happened. And we've got, oh, there's a felony in this group too. So on this, I would say we need to keep letting her go to treatment and monitor her progress. Is that agreed?
Agree, Judge. On the plus side, she has gotten a job at
Yeah,
McDonald's.
I saw that. Very good. So we're going to be looking then about a month out for hearing date. November 25th.
I think I'm here then, Judge. Yes, I'm here.
November 25th will be the next hearing, be pretrials and preliminary hearing. November 25th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Michelle Sturgill, case number CRD 24589. Michelle Sturgill.
Mr. Morford's case, pretrial. Michelle Sturgill. Been called for, has not appeared. Do you have any information on her whereabouts, Mr. Morford?
I don't, Judge.
This is an OR bond. She's failed to appear. I'll issue a warrant for failure to appear.
State of Ohio versus Leah M. Turner, case number CRB 24524. Mr. Ashworth, the special prosecutor on this case.
Okay. Well, Mr. Holt's the attorney. Have you been?
No, I told you last time that I spoke to him, and he said that there's no reason for me to hire him, because I've already had to hire him multiple times with this revolving gentleman.
Okay. So you're representing yourself. And
Yep.
Mr. Ashworth?
I've reviewed this file, I'm ready to go to trial, Your Honor. We've got plenty of evidence to prove the charges.
Okay. You just want to set it for trial, ma'am?
At this rate, I really don't care. I just can't miss any more work, and honestly, neither can Joe Shear. He said that when he came in last week to get his warrant recanted. He can't miss it either.
Who's that?
That's Mr. Shear. When he came in on Tuesday because he had a warrant out where he didn't show up on the 30th.
He's on the docket also.
It's a cross-examine, which, in my defense, whenever they took the aggravated missing charges on him, I didn't file the paperwork with the police station for that. I filed the paperwork to put a protection order against my kid because he had showed up to her work. That's the only reason I even filed for it.
Let's call it, and it's related to this here.
Yes. Could I have a spelling of the name?
That's
S-C-H-E-R-E.
S-H-E-R-E-R. William.
State of Ohio versus William Shear, case number CRB 24338.
And you're representing yourself also?
Yes.
Now, on that, is who's prosecuting it?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
So we have a case in Ironton Municipal Court that is set for trial this Thursday, in which Mr. Shear is the defendant and Ms. Turner.
Turner.
It's her husband is the victim in that matter. And that's an assault charge. The charge that we have against Mr. Shear here is an aggravated menacing charge. And a lot of the factual, it's kind of factually connected. So our intention is to go to trial on Thursday unless he enters a plea in Ironton Municipal Court. One of the two is going to happen.
Do you have an attorney in that case? Yes, sir. Who's your attorney?
Mr. Smith.
Yeah. Roger Smith.
Roger Smith? He was here, I don't know if he's still
I think he's gone.
My charge, Your Honor, is completely separate, in my opinion, from all of this.
Okay.
Which tried independent of any of this.
All right. Well, then for Leah Turner, we just need to set it for a trial.
We'll set this one for a trial at the same time. if
Yeah,
that's
because
okay.
I mean, I don't care to drop the charge, but I'm not going to drop it if he's not going to drop his. Only thing I want is my kids to have a protection order to where he can stay away from her. That's all that I even filed it for. I didn't even know that he was going to have an aggravated missing charge until they called me after that court date. We pass each other probably 10 times a week. I mean, we stay away from each other. We live within miles of each other. Just as long as he stays away from my 16-year-old, that's all I care about.
Okay, Mr. Ashworth, is that?
Victim's not interested, Your Honor.
Okay, so set it for trial. Okay, I'm looking then. You just set one on the 8th. We can do the 4th of November. Or the 1st of November. It's coming up pretty quick.
Probably need a little bit more time, I apologize.
Okay. Probably gotta be in December then. December 2nd, or really any date in December, Monday or Friday, or
December 2nd's fine, Your Honor.
all right, Pam,
Is that a Monday?
that's a Monday.
Okay. Yep. And then is he going to have trial for that one too? Because I'm not going to drop it if he's not dropping it.
They're asking that it be set the same date, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So both of these cases are set for December 2nd as a trial at noon, 12 p.m. Anything else?
I'll have JT here with me that day.
Have whoever you want as a witness. You can subpoena them through the clerk if you wish.
No, this will be my lawyer.
Okay.
I'll pay extra. Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's all.
Thanks, sir.
State of Ohio versus Julian Miller, case number CRB 24642.
Mr. Miller, have you hired an attorney, sir?
No, sir. The police took my money on my billfold, and that was 2 weeks ago. I figured they'd have my money back by 2 weeks, you know what I'm saying? So I could have got me a lawyer.
Which police are you talking about?
Shope, Officer Shope.
Is that South Point?
Sheriff.
Sheriff's office. How much money do you say was in your wallet?
$575.
Does the state have any information on that?
I'll look. I don't have anything among the report that was given to us that indicates anything being confiscated. I'm not saying that that means that it wasn't, but I don't know really what the process is.
We could have somebody just contact the sheriff's office and see if they're saying they have something.
We can do that.
All right, sir. Mr. Miller, just have a seat. I'll have the prosecutor's office call the sheriff's office and see what they're saying. Yes, sir. And we'll recall when we get a report back.
State of Ohio versus Troy Dwayne Edwards, case number CRA 24594. Mr. Stratton's case.
Okay, second preliminary hearing, Troy Edwards. He's at ODP. Yes.
Things going okay?
Yeah, no, great.
Sure.
I got, complying or whatever.
She's got a letter right here for you. Yeah, that's all right. Sounds good, Your Honor.
Good report.
Yeah, they always bring a letter, so you don't have to. She was. Sometimes she can get.
Okay, so he's really just getting started with his treatment, so we'll continue to monitor this with the idea that he's going to try to get this dismissed in lieu of conviction for treatment.
Yes, that's the idea, Your Honor.
Okay. How about December 2nd?
December 2nd. December 2nd?
December 2nd will be your next hearing, 10 o'clock. We'll come in here.
All right.
Continue with your counseling as you have.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brian R. Marksberry, case number CRA 24362, CRB 24590.
Never mind that, Your Honor. He's out of the one in Ashland.
Okay. Can we verify that, or?
He has paperwork here, right?
Yes.
Is that
I've got
from
progress
you?
reports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to find the dates for these. These are 8/28, 9/4, 24, 9/23, 10/1, and 10/7/24. So I've got 5.
Yeah, you can, yeah. Options of additional.
That's Mark's baby.
Well, it looks like he is getting some counseling, what the state's feeling is on going forward.
Well, Your Honor, I'm speaking with Ms. Haycock, and she's kind of in a peculiar situation here because she was looking for a place to move out to, and she has found an apartment, but she can't move there for a couple of weeks. In the meantime, she says that there's nothing that would rise to the level of making a separate police report. She feels as if things are not going well, and that she doesn't feel that the anger management counseling is having the desired effect, and she is very uneasy about the situation at this point. So I guess what I would say to Mr. Marksberry is that we have a felony charge that we could very easily take to the grand jury. And we just can't have any more reports of any kind that you're giving her any problems whatsoever.
I mean, I'm trying to do the best I'm providing for her, I mean, she's not, continue not to work, so I'll make sure, I'm providing a home, food, essentials, everything, on a daily basis, so.
I believe he's still in anger management, Your Honor, and he's continuing with that, and I believe he's going to, in fact, he might even extend his counseling, is what he had just advised me, said, which is a good step. I think this is one where we come back again, hopefully there's no more allegations or anything of that nature, and his treatment does what it's supposed to do. So if we can come back maybe another month and see if the state's on board with that.
Today is today I have a final with my counselor today for my completion of the 12-week anger management, and we've been discussing about some alternative options after that that maybe I can get involved in. We're going to discuss that this afternoon when I meet with Brad Poe, my counselor.
Mr. Hugh?
Well, it's encouraging that he's interested in continuing or seeking some other services with him. We want him to do that. So we're okay with the continuance at this time, but if we hear of anything that rises to the level of, that needs more immediate consideration, we would ask to come back to court earlier.
Well, we can do that just to monitor. It looks from my notes that she dropped the protection order September 23rd of this year.
Yes, and if they're still living in the same home.
Well, rather than go a month, why don't we come back sooner?
That's fine, Your Honor.
How about the 12th of November?
I'm not available the 12th.
The
The
8th.
15th I'm here, or the 8th is fine too.
Let's do the 8th. November the 8th. She says she'll be moving out by then anyway.
Yeah, I got a couple weeks till my place is ready.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, she should be out by then. So November 8th will be the next hearing. 10 o'clock, November 8th.
State of Ohio versus Jordan Maynard, case number CRA 24-457.
Okay, Jordan Maynard is hearing by teleconference. Okay, further entry in this case on September 23rd was defendant will make restitution payments immediately prior to sentencing, amount of $2,700. Restitution must be paid in full before preliminary hearing scheduled for October 21st at 10 a.m. I'm showing there's been $200 paid.
Yes, so when I obviously didn't know about the warrant, and I got arrested at work, so they let me go. So I had to go get another job, which I'm currently at my master. And I get paid this Friday, and that was when I was gonna put, like, they ended up short $1,500. I was gonna put that all on there. And then after that, put your pay weekly. And put another $1,000 and then I should be paid off.
Mr. Fieldhouse, the state want to proceed. This is filed as a felony. I think the state was agreeing to reduce it to misdemeanor if the restitution was paid. It's supposed to be paid by the day. He's paid $200 or $2,700. He says he can make further payments.
I thought I had until November to pay it, and that was,
The judgment entry says October 21st, which is today.
what is
Which
it?
case is this, Your Honor?
This is Jordan Maynard. CRA 427 is the case number.
Because they picked me up at work, so I couldn't, I mean, I'm still waiting on the check from when I got picked up at work. I didn't even know I had a warrant. It was sent to an address I hadn't been to in 9 years.
Where's Mr. Maynard today?
Where are you located today, Mr. Maynard?
I'm in Dayton, Ohio.
And how much restitution has he paid thus far?
$200.
Well, we were hoping for a little bit more than that by now.
So is Friday not an option?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Is Friday not an option? I couldn't make the payment due to being arrested at a job site and let go. And then when I came back, I had a 2-week class to take. Then I had a 30-hour OSHA 30 to take. And I mean, I have documentation for proof. So then I'm now sitting in the train. I worked this whole week and I get paid for it. And that was the original plan, was to just pay like $1,200-1,500. And that should put me at 17 plus $100.
And you need till this Friday to pay some more, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's a week hold on the check. I was let go from my prior job that I had because I was arrested for this situation that I had no clue about.
We're not opposed to moving the case till this Friday, let him see what he can come up with.
Okay, Mr. Maynard, I'm going to continue the case to this Friday at 10 o'clock. You can make a payment by then, or you need more time than that?
Well, my check hits at that time, yes, but I know it'd be Friday. I mean, I can call a family member and see if they can help me out, but I was unaware that I had till November to pay the full payment.
If we make it November 1st, can you pay the whole thing off?
What's today's date? Oh,
Today's the 21st.
that gives me 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
I'll continue to November 1st
Well,
at 10 o'clock.
can we do the 4th? And the reason why I say the 4th is because I can possibly, maybe even do before that. But the 4th, my checks usually hit on the weekends, like 9 a.m. So it's a lot easier. It's not a big deal. I have to do what I have to do.
Mr. Hill.
That's fine.
November 4th it is. Your next hearing is November 4th at 10 o'clock.
Awesome, okay.
Okay, that's all.
And I don't have to pay, I signed a paper that says, I owe $4,000.
So that was your bond. That was a signature bond. As long as you show up and appear, you don't have to pay that. That's just a guarantee or guarantee. If you make restitution payment, you can appear by teleconference like you are today.
Okay.
Okay. November 4th, 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Can I hang up or do I?
Yes, sir, you're finished. You're done.
State of Ohio versus Justin Michael Reaper, case number CRB 24-226. Justin Michael Reaper.
It's Mr. Morford's case. Mr. Reaper is a veteran, so,
Could we approach Judge?
yeah. Good morning. Andy. Or you?
I see your pictures of her, you know, we'll go over on the beach. She has seen combat, air and missile combat. Four visitors, three visitors.
Four children.
And four children.
I just got out he has his own family. So his office and those things happen. And he's 100% service He did this before. I became one.
You made an appointment for service.
Yes, and right now he's paying the community provider for his own everything, council and his own. And now we're going to start paying for it and that everything's established. Just has to live in service.
If I were to pass the court, and I go across the week, they just go ahead and dismiss it. So that's the case. He's receiving his services.
He has too much to lose. He's in school for a while and also.
The only thing I actually made my file say that really is anything.
Okay.
Maybe I can file.
Yeah, and then I actually bought it 2 days later.
You think I defer it back and then keep going?
Okay.
There wouldn't be any restitution, Your Honor.
All right, so I understand based on some of the facts disclosed at the bench conference and the fact that Mr. Reaper's availed himself of veteran services, the state's going to dismiss this case.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you,
This is
Mr.
dismissed. Thank you, Mr. Reaper, Rayburn, for being here today. Mr. Reaper, your case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to Lawrence County case. State of Ohio versus Nathaniel Bullen, case number CRB 24670, CRB 24669. And Chaz Eastep is on deck.
Well, I didn't look at the files because I just couldn't get myself motivated to look at the files.
Okay, and Mr. Bullen is also a veteran. I don't know if you had a chance to assess him or talk with him. Do you want to try to do that by telephone or?
I was planning to go to the courthouse right when I leave to go see him.
Okay.
So,
All right, why don't we do that and then you can call in and give me your report and I'll try to do it after you've had an assessment. All right, Mr. Bullen, a representative from the veterans is going to come down and talk with you, then we'll decide how we're going to go forward after you have that conference.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's all. She's heading that way now.
State of Ohio versus Chaz Eastep, case number CRA 21771, CRB 21772, and Clarence Mahan is on.
This is Tyler Smith's case, Chaz Eastep. So we need Mr. Smith.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking for your attorney. He doesn't know if you're in custody because this is an old case, but he was here. Let's see, we'll try and see if we can get him in the courtroom. He may have already left the building. He has left. Okay.
They're trying to call him right now.
Okay, well, it wasn't on the docket. This is a 21 case, 2021. Mr. Eastep, it's alleged that you failed to appear for a preliminary hearing on November 1st of 2021, so that's been 3 years ago. The charges were possession of a drug abuse instrument and felony possession of drugs. Mr. Smith's your attorney. The warrant was issued for you back in November 21. Do you have any explanation for missing that hearing?
Yes, my dad just had a heart attack, triple bypass heart attack. He's still terrible. And then the old lady's mom, passed away right after that. But I mean, I ain't trying to make no excuses. You know what I mean? I missed court. You know what I mean? I face whatever, Your Honor. But yeah, my dad, I lost my brother right before that, and nobody could take care of him. So, but.
Did you communicate that to anyone?
Huh?
Did you communicate those situations to anyone?
No, Your Honor, I didn't.
All right, your $2,000 signature bond is revoked, so you have to post that, and he has to post a new bond, $2,000 cash for surety.
Your Honor, for me, he has court at our municipal today also.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been locked up for like 20-something days up at Geiger County, so that should pass through.
I'll set your next hearing in this court. I'll set it for this Friday, October 25th will be your next hearing in this court, and we'll let Mr. Smith know that you're in custody and you have a case this Friday. October 25th is the next hearing, the preliminary hearing, 10 o'clock.
Okay, Your Honor. What was the bond, Tim?
You you got to pay your bond that you forfeited, the $2,000. You had a signature bond of $2,000. You're ordered to pay that, and you have a new bond of $2,000. So you've got a lot of bond to pay.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Clarence C. Mahan, case number CRA 24674, CRB 24675, A and B, TRD 21187. Dylan Sloan is on deck.
Yes. Sir, are you Clarence Mahan?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. You are appearing in the courtroom on a monitor, and everything you say is being recorded. So you have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You choose to make statements. Everything you say is going down on the record. It can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove any charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got some new charges and some old charges. The new charges, 24674, alleges that on October the 19th of this year, in Windsor, is it really Windsor or is it Mason Township? Those two kind of run together out there.
It's Mason.
Because this was the prior co-defendant, and he said it was Mason.
We'll move to amend that.
Okay, so I'm going to amend it to allege Mason. Mason Township, that you interfered or interrupted some sort of communication device. That's a felony of the 4th degree, disrupting public services, maximum penalty 18 months in jail, $5,000 fine. 24675 alleges that on October the 19th, you caused or tried to cause physical harm to Curtis Mahan, and that he's a member of your family or household. So I understand, because he was here earlier, that's your brother. So that's a domestic violence charge, 1st degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. 675B alleges same time and place you were using a weapon while intoxicated. And that is a 1st degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand these charges? These things all alleged to have happened on October the 19th of this year.
Yes, sir.
Then you got an old case, and that case number is 21187. It was a driving under suspension. You got convicted on it. You were ordered to do some community service, which you did. You did all of your community service. You didn't pay off your fine. So as you still owe $415 in fines and court costs. So that's still good. You had the money to hire a lawyer.
Hey, what, sir?
You have money with which to hire a lawyer.
Yes, sir.
You have a job.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to appoint Mr. Morford. I think Mr. Stratton, you have the other case on.
Yeah, I have the other case.
The brother. All right, Mr. Morford's going to be your lawyer, Clarence.
Yes.
And I think I said it for November 12th, is that right?
Yes, November 12th.
If I let you out on your signature, can you stay away from, is it Curtis is his name? I know you all live on the same street, right? Same road?
Yes. Yes. My address is just down the road.
And I want want you two guys to stay away from each other, because I don't want you fighting or anybody to get hurt while the case, I don't really care if you fight when I'm not responsible, but I'm responsible. It's gonna look bad if you guys get hurt or kill each other while I'm over your case, so you can't do that now. Maybe later, not now. Can you promise me you won't do that now?
No, I won't.
And stay away from him?
Yes, I'll stay away from it.
Could I ask you to also request that he not drink or do any drugs?
Yeah, no drinking, no drugs, because sometimes that overrides, you're telling me now and you act pretty reasonable, but you get that in you and it doesn't matter. You're going to do crazy stuff. So no drinking, no drugs, except what's prescribed for you, okay?
Okay.
Your lawyer wants to get in touch with you. Do you have a phone number where he can reach you?
1740 479-0279.
Okay, so I'm going to let you out on a signature bond of $2,000. So all you got to do to not pay the $2,000 is come to court when you're supposed to, and obey the terms of the bond, which is also not fight with your brother.
Yes, sir.
You don't look like are you an internet guy?
Not much of one night.
Okay, well, I don't want you posting anything about him either, because that causes people to get wound up. So don't go online and post anything about it.
Yes, sir.
Just mind your business, stay away from him, and don't cause any trouble. Come back to court on November the 12th. That's a Tuesday, because the 11th is Veterans Day. We will be closed that day. So but be here at the court of Chesapeake. You know where the court is, right?
Yes, sir.
You got to be here about 9:30, well, Mr. Morford, 10 o'clock on November the 12th, right? And Mr. Morford says he will call you.
Yes, sir.
And Your Honor, this will require a time waiver to go out that far because there's.
We wait time.
Then it wastes time. Okay, you'll get out of jail here in a little bit when we get the paperwork sent down. Stay away from courage. Don't cause trouble.
Thank you, Judge.
Your Bush.
State of Ohio versus Dylan M. Sloan, case number TRB 24676.
Sir, are you Dylan Sloan?
Yes.
Mr. Sloan, I'm Judge Capper at Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. This is your arraignment hearing. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. But what you are saying today, and your image too, it's all being recorded. So if you admit something about your case, the prosecutor could use it against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, and to make the state prove this charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those things?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with receiving stolen property. The state's alleging that at Fayette Township on October 20th, you received, retained, or disposed of certain property that you knew or should have known had been obtained by a theft offense, and it's alleged that was an air compressor. So that's a first-degree misdemeanor. It carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and a $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed?
Please.
Do you have a job?
I do, but not, it's under the table.
Well,
Not anymore.
well, you know the IRS listening, they're listening in right now. How much do you make under the table? Is it a really good under the table job or not?
Let's just say a lawyer's pay minimum for me to qualify for
Well, what,
appointed lawyer.
do you know what the state minimum is? How much do you think, I'm charged with determining what your gross annual income is. That's what they tell me I have to do. I'm going to take it you don't file an income tax return, do you? I'm going to take it that you don't file income tax returns.
No.
What is your gross annual income, you think?
I don't know, 30,000, somewhere around there.
Well, that's pretty good under the table. Do you have anybody dependent on your income? Yeah, children?
Yes, I have 2 kids and a fiance.
Okay, well, you're still eligible, 30,000 with that many dependents, you get a court-appointed lawyer. So, Mr. Stratton, I'll appoint you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you do tax law too, or?
No, I do not.
Mr. Stratton will be your lawyer. He's here. He heard it all. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. And any objection to no argument?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to let you out on your signature, which means you're going to sign something just promising that you'll come to court. And if you don't show up, then you have to pay $1,500 as a penalty, and you get a warrant. The worst part is you get a warrant. But just come to court, and you'll never have to post any money. You agree with that?
Yes, sir.
You know where the court is? You know where the court is that you have to come to?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Could I get a phone number?
Need a phone number for your lawyer.
740-861-3935.
3935?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, how about, November 15th?
Yes, that'll work.
And we have to figure out and tell whoever that is to quiet down a little bit. I can hear everything they're saying in here. November 15th for a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
All right. All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you get out as soon as the paperwork's processed, and then be back here November 15th at 10 o'clock in the court in Chesapeake.
Your Honor, we have one more in Lawrence County Jail Justice Department, but we don't have that paperwork yet, so we'll have to call it later.
Okay. We'll come back to Mr. Barber when we get the paperwork.
State of Ohio versus Sid Mosser, case number CRB 24258 and TRC 24487.
Sid Mosser is Mr. Stratton's case set for sentencing.
He still has not attended his appointment due to transportation issues.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's gonna come get me Wednesday. He's gonna come get me for my appointments. I had an appointment this morning.
Just one second.
Sorry.
So you guys working on the transportation issue?
Yeah, we can transport him to his appointments. I don't think he knew that, so we're gonna go that route in the future so he can get there.
Your Honor, there's been some transportation issues. I don't think he realized that they can transport them. So they're working on that transportation issue.
Yeah, so he hasn't attended his assessment or appointments yet due to just transportation issues. So we're gonna get him scheduled to where we can just pick him up and get him there.
Okay.
Actually had an appointment this morning at 10. I had a ride to my appointment. I actually did show up for the appointment, but I was 35 minutes late because my bike chain broke on my bike. And anyway, I was 35 minutes late and they were busy, so I couldn't be seen. And I had an appointment this morning at 10, and I was on my way, and I was talking to the court here, and they said, I had court at 10. It's kind of like, what do? Go to the appointment or court? I said, well, let me come to court.
Go to court.
Right, let me come to court.
Go to court. So let's just set it maybe in a week or two, and then he can get that done, get with her, and get that transportation set up.
Yeah, it's already set up.
I'm sorry?
November 4th?
That's that first week, Your Honor, I'm not available.
Okay, the 12th.
12th, yes.
November 12th. For sentencing.
They had me on transportation to come get me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you have no excuses.
No, in Wednesday. I already checked my phone. I have a phone now, and it's put in my calendars, reminders, and they're coming to get me. They have my number, so.
November 12th.
Yes, okay.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you, sorry.
State of Ohio versus Julian F. Miller, case number TRB 24642.
Okay, the state was checking on, this is, Mr. Miller doesn't have an attorney. The state was going to check to see if the sheriff was showing anything in his property.
Well, the particular deputy who handles the property is not working today or something, not able to be reached. However, one of the deputies that we spoke with said that, yeah, they think that there is money. So what I'm going to do is I'll draft a court order for any monies in their possession that belong to them to be returned to them. If you want to wait a little bit, I'll get it done.
Okay, so what we're going to do, he's going to draft an order that says, Mr. Miller, he's going to draft an order, I'll sign it, that says any monies in the possession of the sheriff, they're to turn it over to you. You get a copy of that, take it down to the sheriff's office. Hopefully it'll be the amount that you think that they took. If it's not, then you'll have to come back and we'll deal with that. But anything that they have, that they claim they have, you all have to turn it over. So, now.
Got some more information on that.
Okay.
They do have $525 of this. And tell me on that again.
30 phone number for Mr. Julian, and they will call him to come pick it up. They issue a check. That's how their policy is.
So we'll need Mr. Miller's phone number, and the deputy will call him, and they'll issue him a check. So he'll have to go pick the check up.
Okay, you want to give him a phone number?
Yes. 740.
Thank you.
740-451-0282.
Okay. Pass it on.
Okay, now back to the charges. How are we going to deal with this? We've got an endangering children charge.
Well, we had...
Let me hear from the prosecutor what he wants, so he can respond to it. He may say, I'm going to dismiss it. Well, you don't want to argue with that.
No.
So just wait and see what he says first.
The best that I can figure is here that Mr. Miller had his maybe grandson in the car.
No, sir. It's my grandson that's over, but I didn't have him in the car. He was arguing with me, trying to
Stay home alone.
stay home alone. And I finally agreed I'd do that. And I said, I'm just gonna go right down the road and back. And time I went down the road and back, another guys picked him up and took him down the road in their vehicle.
Somebody located the boy out of the vehicle and was concerned about the situation. It helps so much more when a person's represented, so that I can talk to the attorney and figure out what to do. Where's the boy now?
He's in school.
But he's with him.
But they did another evaluation with him, with the law, and they said I wouldn't even went to jail if he would have said that.
Children's Services or somebody did an investigation?
No, it was the cops.
Okay.
I think it was Fred, Officer Fred.
So what I would like to do is to talk to Deputy Frame about it and see exactly what he knows. This may be something we can end up dismissing.
Okay, I'm going to give the prosecutor some time to look into this further, your side of what you say happened. The affidavit, which I've reviewed, is a lot different from what you said. And that was signed, I believe, by a deputy, was it?
Yeah, he's the one that said that after he did
Deputy Frame.
another video with my grandson.
The affidavit says the boy told somebody that you dropped him out of the car on the street, and then somebody came along and picked him up. So that's a lot different, and I can understand why the state would be concerned about that. So anyway, let's give them time to investigate that. We'll come back and then they'll have to tell you whether they want to go forward with the case or not. You're welcome to have an attorney at any time if you want to. You don't have to. You had told me initially that you were going to hire an attorney, correct?
I was, but I didn't, my funds was taken away.
Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes.
Are you working? You have no income?
I do, I'm SRI.
Okay. Well, you're eligible for court-appointed attorney if you want to. I can appoint one because of your income. If you only get Social Security, then you're eligible.
I'll take it.
Okay, who's here?
More for Mr. Stratton, I believe.
I'll appoint Mr. Stratton. We'll get him in the courtroom.
Your Honor, Mr. Stratton may have left.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Where do you live, Mr. Miller?
I live on Charlie Creek. I do.
South Point?
South Point.
Okay. What about Mr. Steyer? Do we have his card?
Yes.
I'm going to appoint Luke Steyer. His office is in Huntington, but he's usually here. He's not here today. That's kind of unusual. He's going to be your lawyer. And I'll set another hearing November the 12th. So that's a Tuesday, November 12th, for a pretrial. It gives the state plenty of time. Get in touch with your lawyer, tell him what's going on, and then be back here on November 12th at 10 o'clock. Any questions, sir?
No, sir.
Okay, that's all.
What date, Your Honor?
November 12th.
State of Ohio versus Donald Knight, case number TRC 24750.
Let him through.
Oh, that he has it. Okay, I'll get the name. Okay, all right.
All right, and are you at Bethesda now? Bethesda?
Your Honor, I reached out to our outpatient coordinator because I saw he was on the docket, and she said that he has not got any services since September 28th.
Since what?
September 28th.
Last 2 weeks I ain't went, I've been sick. My gal, Stephanie, had no ride either. I've been trying to get hold of my lawyer, Mr. Thompson, for the last 2 weeks too, and I can't get hold of him either.
Well, he's sick. He's been out. So we probably just need, he was appointed to represent you, right?
Yeah.
Probably just need to appoint someone else because I don't know when he'll be back. He had major surgery.
I've been trying to get hold of him, I can't get hold of him.
I'll appoint Mr. Steyer on that too. So we'll give you a card to get in touch with Mr. Steyer. And I'll set you for November the 15th.
November what?
15th.
15th? Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I'm going to text Mr. Steyer to let him know.
Okay, so just wait for the small protection.
What was the name of the one before that I said on the 12.
What was that tonight?
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Sean Dishman, and State of Ohio versus Ralph Workman. Dishman case is CRB 24677, Workman is CRB 24678.
Motion by Dishman.
Okay. And sir, you're Ralph Workman,
Yes, sir.
and ma'am, you're, is it Sean or Shawnee?
Sean?
Sean Dishman?
Yes, sir.
Have you, I don't know if you've been here when I've told people about their rights.
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to go over those again? Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
I understand mine.
Mr. Workman, you understand your rights? Well, fortunately for both of you, it's not very serious charges. It's a disorderly conduct, minor misdemeanor variety. So what's that mean? The most that can happen is you get a fine. Even if you're found guilty, the most you can get is a fine. You're both charged that on October the 20th, 2024 in Fayette Township, you recklessly caused inconvenience, annoyance, alarm by engaging in fighting, threatening to do harm to other persons or their property. That's a minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is a $150 fine. Do you understand the charge, each of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you already said you understood your rights. How do you want to plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Sir?
I'm going to plead no contest.
Okay. No contest means I don't want to fight the charge. I agree I can be found guilty without a trial and without a lawyer.
I just want to go home and get this over with. That's all.
Okay. Well, you're probably, if she pleads not guilty, you're probably going to have to come back anyway because you're going to be a witness. So you'll have to come to her trial and testify.
I won't. We live together. We've been together since 2007.
On and off.
I'm sorry.
On and off
Okay.
since then.
So is this an off or an on now?
It's gonna be an off because I also need to get two encounter charges for him and child neglect. Or not child neglect, child endangerment.
Okay. Well, that's a lot more
Or
serious.
2 counts, sorry, yes, thank you, Mom. 2 counts.
And if that's the case, I'll need to get all my possessions from the property.
That's fine.
And I'll still refuse to testify against her.
Your Honor, if I may, this is a little unusual because it appears that this comes pretty close to being a domestic violence charge, maybe involving each of them being charged, but they were in West Virginia coming across the bridge, and so pinpointing where different things actually happened would not be possible. So if there's domestic violence, it probably happened in West Virginia, or at least we can't prove it happened in Ohio. And I'm doubting that any kind of report was made in West Virginia. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
So, but they continued, once they were in Ohio, to act in such a way that the deputy felt it appropriate to charge them both with disorderly conduct. So they are only minor misdemeanors. So if the two, it sounds to me like they're not going to be together at this point. we'd be okay with setting this out a few days and make sure there are no further problems, and then we would dismiss them if there aren't any further problems. If that's what both of them want to do.
I just want a time period I can get my stuff and be gone.
That's fine with me, but I do still want to press the charges on him against the child endangerment. Because he did, this all happened mostly on the 17th Street Bridge coming into Ohio. He did lock up my car while I was driving. Sorry.
Well, you'll need to make a police report or report it to the prosecutor's office. Do you want to talk to her, or do you want to have her make a report to a police agency?
I think it would be appropriate for her to make a report to...
And all this was in self-defense after being punched in the face multiple times.
And I wonder if it's, I mean, it seems to me that on that bridge, that it's West Virginia.
West Virginia until you get to the watermark on the Ohio side.
Yeah, so probably the Huntington Police is where that would have to be reported.
Okay, so what I'm going to do on these, I'll just enter not guilty pleas for both of you. I'll set them out a period of time, and then hopefully you can come back, and if it's not resolved, I'll just set it for a trial. If there's still problems, try to stop there from being problems coming up. It sounds like you are splitting up. He wants to get his stuff, and you don't disagree with him getting his things out?
No, he can get his stuff anytime.
So she's going to be staying in the house or apartment or wherever you've been living, and you agree with that?
I'll go sleep in my truck again. It's not the first time she's done this.
Well, that wasn't my question. My question is, you're agreeing to her, because it sounds like she has a child or children.
She has the children.
Are those your children also?
Yes.
Okay. So you're agreeable to her staying there, you're going to get your stuff. Is that correct?
Yes, and all of my belongings.
Any problem there?
That's fine.
Okay. And then I'll set this for a pretrial November the 4th. And the state says if there's no further problems and you both want to agree to it, they probably would dismiss these charges at that point. That's at 10 o'clock, November the 4th. It's a minor misdemeanor, so I won't even ask you to sign a bond.
Currently out on bond anyway.
Oh.
We both are.
We both are.
Okay, you're both at bond, okay. Continue, your bonds are continued. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, good luck. Keep it peaceful.
State of Ohio versus Charles M. Frazier, case number TRC 241625 A and B. Mr. Drew.
Oh, this is one we were going to do in chambers. All right, so is that all we got left?
No.
Yeah, we'll do that in chambers.
State of Ohio versus Charles H. Dennison, case number CRB 23566.
Okay, so there's been a motion filed here for return of a weapon for Mr. Dennison. And did you file that yourself, or do you have a lawyer file it?
I did have Nash file that, and haven't heard back from him, and every time I try to call him, I don't get no answers or nothing, so I don't know what to do from there. I kept trying to call him several times. My mom's called him several times when I was in jail, incarcerated. But we've tried several times and everything, bunch of times. And like I said, I don't know how else to give about it, but I would like to have it back. I'm not violent. I just had a little meltdown, stupidity meltdown. I would never hurt nobody. I never would. And but I just like to have it back though, if I could, if all possible.
Well, I see it's on the docket, but I don't, the actual motion, I'm having a hard time.
Sheriff's office told me to come up here and get a paper signed by you to get it back.
Your Honor,
to
this
release
case
it.
is pending before the Court of Appeals.
Correct.
So I don't think this court has jurisdiction to do anything until that is resolved. So,
Well, he's sitting up here, I didn't know what to do.
Well, there is a stay when at least there was something filed here saying it was appealed. Did it actually get it to the Court of Appeals?
yes, we
There was
actually
some
have,
question about that, whether that was actually going to happen or not.
we have oral arguments on Thursday, as a matter of fact.
Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Dennison, I'm going to hold your motion. I'm not going to rule on it because you filed an appeal to the Court of Appeals.
Okay,
And that stays any proceedings in the trial court
I
until they
understand.
rule. So,
I understand, sir.
after they rule on the case, then I'll feel like I could make an order on that. So
Yes, sir.
I'll just keep it here, and then once the Court of Appeals issues a ruling, then I'll rule on your motion to return the weapon.
Yes, sir.
I'll pass it for now.
Okay.
And you can remind, because I won't be following this to see what, it could take a while for the Court of Appeals to make a decision. You can remind the court, or the prosecutor can remind the court, this motion is still here and needs to be ruled on. But I'm going to pass it while the Court of Appeals has jurisdiction. I don't feel like I have jurisdiction while they are entertaining the case.
I understand, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Francisco Solomon, case number TRC 241412, A, B, C, and D.
Approach, Your Honor.
Yes. Say who this was said.
Is there a
Yeah.
si pegaste todo, no tienes que regresar al corte otra vez. Y próximamente es manejar firma. No toca nada a los policías. ¿Quieres hacerlo, güey? ¿Entiendes? ¿Tienes cuentas? Quiero pagar cuentas. Okay, we can do that, Phil.
Your Honor, we are here for a pretrial. After discussions with the state, it's my understanding that the state is willing to reduce the charge of OVI to one of reckless operation. I believe there's also a license charge and a marked lane violation. Was there also a seatbelt?
Seatbelt, yes.
Y también tu puerta atrás. Ellos quieren tener los corbacho, o no corbacho, cinturón. Ellos dijo que no fue usando. So, cuatro cargos. Cuentas.
Your Honor, I guess he's asking what the potential fines would be on a license, the marked lane violation, the seatbelt, and the reckless off, if the court is able to.
I don't do that.
Okay.
I don't tell in advance.
Well, is there a possible?
There's a max. I
Yeah,
forget what
the max.
is. Okay, on the seatbelt, it's a mandatory $30 fine.
Cinturón es 30.
On the reckless, the max is $150.
Okay.
And on the left to center, $150 is the max.
And the
on the no operator's license, it's a $1,000 fine, 500 hours community service is the max. I mean, I don't typically impose anything like that, but
Understood. La cuenta máxima de todos los cargos es 150, 150, 30 y 1,000, probablemente no 1,000, es el máximo. Okay. Y también horas de servicio de comunidad. So, probablemente él puede hacer que tienes que hacer servicio de comunidad. No solamente tienes que venir aquí limpiar o puedes tocar un papel o una iglesia o algo y hacer horas de comunidad, pero no cárcel. ¿Entiendes? Es un buen acuerdo.
Okay, we understand, Your Honor. At this time, based on the representations of the state to reduce the OVI to one of reckless operation, and with the other charges proceeding as charged, my client would withdraw his former plea of not guilty and enter a plea of no contest.
and does he stipulate there's sufficient facts for finding him guilty, or we need to read the...
We would stipulate, Your Honor.
Now, because I understand that Mr. Solomon's first language is not English, do you feel confident as his lawyer that he has an understanding of the proceeding today and what you are representing to the court?
Sientes que entiendes qué estás haciendo ahora, entiendes los cargos y los penas, entiendes qué pasó.
I am confident for purposes of this, he is understanding the charges against him and the maximum fine, Your Honor, yes.
Does he have anything he wishes to say to the court?
¿Tienes algo que quieres decir al corte o no?
Well, no me está anotar.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll accept his plea. And on the reckless operation, I'll impose a $75 fine on court costs. And review hearing April 21st.
So this is not the sixth.
Level 5 probation, which means non-reporters. except for the review hearing. He gets everything done, by then he doesn't have to show up. It's just a hearing to make sure he pays his fine.
And that probation is until such time as...
Correct, it'll terminate once he's paid it off.
So my probation on
No.
solamente tienes que pagar todo.
And no operator's license, I'll impose $100 fine. No court costs. Same review hearing, April 21st. And the lane violation, a $10 fine. And the seatbelt's a mandatory $30 fine. So he'll need to meet with Mr. Major, if you could assist him in translating on that.
I can, Your Honor.
And then he's free to go. If he pays it off, he doesn't have to come in for the review in April.
Okay. I appreciate it, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus James Barber at Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 24679 A and B, CRB 24680.
Okay, this is an arraignment. Yes. All right, sir, you're Joseph Barber?
Yes, sir.
I'm Judge Capper at the Lawrence County Municipal Court in Chesapeake. Your arraignment hearing is taking place here at the court. You're appearing on a monitor in the courtroom, and your image and what you say is all being recorded. So if you make statements that are damaging to your case, the state could use those against you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state prove the charges filed against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with possession of cocaine. That's a felony of the 5th degree. That's case number 679A. It alleges on October the 19th in Fayette Township, you knowingly obtained or possessed a controlled substance, being cocaine, exceeding 5 grams, less than 10 grams. That's a felony of the 5th degree, maximum penalty, a year in jail, $2,500 fine. 679B case is identity fraud. The state's alleging on October the 19th, without the consent of the other person, you did use that other person's personal identification information to represent yourself to someone else as that person. That's a felony of the 5th degree, maximum penalty, a year in jail, $2,500 fine. And then you've got a misdemeanor charge, 24680, alleges the same time and place you knowingly use or were in possession of drug paraphernalia, being a socket with burnt drug residue. That's a 4th degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Do you understand these charges against you?
Yes.
Do you have the money to hire a lawyer?
No.
Do you have a job?
No.
Do you have no income?
I work out for myself sometimes, but when I get work.
Doing what? What do you do?
I do drug construction.
What do you make in an average year?
Very low, 30 grand, maybe, if we get, I so good.
Do you have anybody you're supporting with your income? Do you have children or anyone you support?
I got 2 sons, yes. I got 4.
I'll appoint Mr. Morford to represent you.
Yes, sir.
Said, in And you came into the jail on the 19th?
Yes.
So we can do the preliminary on the 28th. October 28th will be the preliminary hearing. And pre-trial. What kind of bonds is the state looking for?
Your Honor, the state would not be opposed to an OR bond if Mr. Barber would be agreeable to being assessed for some treatment.
That's something. Treatment? Is this outpatient treatment, sir?
Whatever kind they deem that you need.
I'm open to that, very much so.
Do you have a medical card?
Yes, I do.
Ohio?
Yes.
I can do a pre-screen real quick and.
Okay, I'm gonna let somebody do a screen for you from RRS.
Yes, sir.
And
Is that a
then,
drug screen or anything?
no, assessment.
Oh, sorry, sir.
I'm gonna let you out on a signature bond, so you gotta do whatever treatment they set out for you.
Okay.
And, is this the case that the state would most likely keep here?
It appears that way, Your Honor, unless he's got some terrible criminal history that I don't know about at this time.
So, Mr. Barber, this is kind of inside baseball legal stuff, but you've probably heard of a grand jury before. Have you heard the term grand jury? When you're charged with a felony and you have a couple of felonies, that's considered so serious that your fellow citizens have to look at it and say, yeah, there's enough evidence to go forward with that. That's called an indictment, and the grand jury issues the indictment. So you're charged with a couple of those, and your case would go to the grand jury for an indictment in the normal course of things. But what the state has just said is, if you'll go to treatment, do well, get clean, and they're convinced you're going to stay clean, they won't take you to the grand jury, they won't take your case to the grand jury, you won't get indicted, you won't go to the felony court, and you most likely get your case dismissed after you successfully complete treatment. That's a pretty good deal. But you got to do your part.
I understand now. Well, I did was talk to them about all of this prior to this going down or moving forward, as in what kind of treatment and how long.
Yeah, they're going to call you and talk to you here just in a few minutes. The treatment agency is going to.
Okay, sounds good, sir.
He's got a holder from Coal Grove also.
Okay, you've also...
I paid that earlier. It should be getting faxed down here within a minute. I paid that $260. Yeah, that's nothing paid.
Okay. All right, well, I'll issue an order that you go to RRS for treatment, assuming they'll agree to accept you. If they won't, then they'll come back and tell me that, and I'll go a different route after that.
Okay.
And then
But that's okay, then.
well, they're in Chesapeake. They're in Chesapeake.
Okay.
The facility's in Chesapeake. You need any other information?
Would you just have the jailer hold him out and I'll call him to the pre-screen now?
Yeah, if the jail can hold him out, you'll be getting a phone call here shortly. And your hearing, next hearing is going to be at the court in Chesapeake on October 28th. You know where the court is?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Morford, your lawyer, he needs a number where he can reach you. Do you have a phone number he can reach you?
Yes, I believe it's 534-3838. I can give you my girlfriend's number. I can't hardly remember my phone number, though. I just can't remember numbers anymore. Nobody can go.
Let me have your girlfriend's number then.
740-550-5160.
Okay, and what is her name?
Kate Osmond.
Mr. Barber, you're given an opportunity here for the best result possible. The key's in your hand. Unlock the right door and you'll have the best result possible.
Yes,
And you're
sir.
going to get yourself clean and sober.
Yes, sir. I'm with you. Understand full.
October 28th, 10 o'clock, you gotta be at court then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Now, look, you said I'm getting another one today, you almost told her Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Nathaniel Bueller, Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 24670, CRB 24669.
Okay, Mr. Bueller, I know you met with Amanda Rayburn from Veterans Administration, and she's texted me what her recommendation is. And it's my understanding, she's recommending that you go to their inpatient program there at the VA over in Spring Valley. And are you're agreeable to that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and I'm also going to order that you, well, let's get Mr. Major in here, because I think they want an ankle monitor, but he's going to be out of state, so I don't know if that causes a problem. Can we get Mr. Major in the courtroom, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bueller is going to be going to the Veterans Inpatient Program over at Spring Valley. Obviously, that's not in Ohio. Is that a problem for him to have an ankle monitor while?
No, we've had him out of state before, Your Honor. The Veteran Administrator just had to send a report of where his movement's going to be to the Common Police Court.
Okay, they're willing to do that, so.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so I'm going to order that an ankle monitor be placed on you, then you'll be released to the VA, and they can pick you up on Wednesday. I don't think they have a bed available for Wednesday, so. And then I'll set your next hearing. I'm going to delay sentencing, and the better you do on your treatment, the better I'll do on the sentence. So you pled guilty, but I'm not sentencing you until we see how you do on your treatment. I'll just set it as a sentencing hearing, and let's set it, so you're going to get there on the 23rd. I'm going to set it for November the 8th, so you'll be there about 2.5 weeks before I see you again. So he can sign an OR bond to go with the VA, and they'll pick you up. They're going to send somebody over to pick you up on Wednesday, and the ankle monitor needs to be placed then Wednesday morning, I take it. So I'll let Mr. Major coordinate that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. It's a good program. Take advantage of it. Okay, that finishes up at the jail.
State of Ohio versus Michelle Sturgill on a recall, case number CRB 24589.
And this is Mr. Morford's case, pretrial. we're finished with Mr. Buell. Jail.
Was she not here earlier? She wasn't here earlier today, I don't think.
Serial?
Yeah, so we put the file away already, so we have to go get the file.
Apologies.
You're so fast. How do you do that? Is it just in there?
Yes.
So we have to file it. Mr. Morford mentioned something about a 90-day continuance, but this is a little more serious than that situation. We would recommend, if she wanted to conclude this today, a suspended jail sentence of 30 days and a no contact order. Otherwise, we can set it for a trial.
No contact order.
Well, you also have 30 days suspended.
So we just have to contact her?
And a no contact order.
Yeah, might as well.
If you want to.
Sure. But I'm not going to.
I'm sorry.
I'd rather be done with it.
Okay, that's your choice. Plea change, Your Honor.
Okay. What please you wish to enter?
Guilty.
Is that correct, Ms. Serger?
Sure.
Do you have any statement you wish to make to the court before I sentence you?
This was a family matter, and honestly, if I had my witnesses, I was going to get my witnesses and affidavits and everything in order, and they can testify to what really happened. When I pulled up like a family member, like I always do, with hugs, to see how the kids were doing. And I got screamed and hollered at and attacked by several people.
Well,
Several people.
If you didn't do that.
Well, you shouldn't plead guilty if you didn't assault anyone.
Have a separate trial. We'll get your witnesses here and Judge Capper can make a decision. If you didn't do it, I'm recommending you not to.
I'd rather do that and not
Guilty.
take a guilty plea, because I'm not guilty.
Okay. Stick with your not guilty plea and we'll set it for trial.
Okay.
November 1st or 4th?
Judge, probably 4th, so I can make sure I have time to get the witnesses in and see them.
Okay, November 4th at noon for trial. 12 p.m.
Get in and bring your witnesses ASAP. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we should be ready for your chambers discussion.
Okay, that's only one. All right, other than, what's the name?
It's for Charles M. Frazier.
Frazier, we're gonna do in chambers, and then Mr. Frazier, you stay out here, we'll come back after the lawyers have talked off the record, so court's in recess.
sit in here, you want to sit out there, whichever you like, but then we'll call the case back up after they talk to the.
Oh, just sit out here. Just sit out here.